Hello, welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for November 20th to the 27th. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do ask that you please subscribe, click like, and share my videos as well, because it does get me out onto the YouTube platform for monetization, and just allows me to bring you not only more of these readings, but also the Saturday readings. So thank you to everybody who joins for the Saturday readings at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. These are live readings. These are mini readings, so they are not a deep look into the situation, but as deep as we can within the time amount that we do have. For those of you seeking a deeper reading, again, all my links are down below in the description box. I don't know if I actually said that before, but I am saying again, but they are down below in the description box, so they lead to my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website, as well as if you are interested in any of the orgonites that you do see in my videos, they are made by me. So again, you can contact me through one of the links below. Just a quick reminder that on Mondays we have our earth signs, Tuesdays are our water signs, Wednesdays are our air signs, and Thursdays are our fire signs. So let's get into it. Let's begin the reading. I hope you all have an amazing and blessed week. Take care. Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading for November 20th to the 27th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do recommend that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs throughout the week on my channel as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's coming through for you, Aquarius, this week. I'm going to do one more here. All right. So for the mind, we have healing. Yes, a lot of healing going on. With the body, we have take off the mask. And within spirit, we have alchemy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So what I'm getting here, Spirit, Aquarius, is I feel like Spirit is saying you're finally coming into that alchemy, allowing yourself to balance. You're doing not only the mental healing that is necessary at that time, but you're also allowing yourself to present yourself by taking off your mask, allowing your vulnerability to come through and showing it to others. This also could be just taking a step into your own power and saying, look, I don't agree with that. I do agree with that. This is what I want. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of mental healing going on. I feel like there's a lot of clearing up of past issues, allowing yourself to come into a place where you're recognizing, things from the past don't need to be brought forward into this present or future energy. And again, coming into your power and saying, look at, and when we talk about the body, this could be internally. This also could be our presentation towards other or external issues that are going on. And I feel like we're not ready, what's the word? We're not in that place anymore of accepting what isn't for us. Okay. Because of that mental healing that's going on, we're now allowing ourselves to balance our mind, body, and emotions. We're allowing us to take our own power back in some manner, and allowing ourselves to take that strength that has been needed in order to clear up a lot of past issues, but also move forward into a strong and more connected future. It's really interesting. I do feel that for some of you, again, if this, whether it's within relationships or career, business of some sort, maybe just within your own power, it feels as though you're now taking those steps. Maybe you're allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. Whether this is within, projects of some sort, maybe you're, presenting your own creativity, your own art in some way. This could be within relationships where we're sitting there and, maybe in the past we accepted certain relationships or we accepted certain behaviors from people. And now that we've taken off this mask, we're sitting there and we're in this place of saying, no, this is not acceptable. I'm not going to, be this person, or I'm not going to, maybe I was that person in the past, but I'm doing a lot of forgiving, a lot of healing is now coming through. And I feel like there's forgiveness as well. Not only forgiveness towards others, but also forgiveness within ourselves. And this is the energy that Spirit is asking you. Again, sometimes these readings can be past, present, or coming up future energy. So however this resonates with you, I feel like there's a lot of strength that's coming through in this reading. And it feels as though, because we've created this alchemy within our mind, body, and our spirit, our soul, that we're now going to start seeing the miracles and the desires that we want and that we wish to come through. All right. So let's get some clarification and see what is going on here. Let's see what Spirit has to say in regards to clarifying this energy. This is beautiful energy because, again, I feel like a lot of stepping into the power. Excuse me. I do feel that with the mind, we are going a little bit back and forth. Okay. The healing is going on, but I do feel there is that energy of stepping back into the past a little bit. I don't want anybody to beat themselves up about that. I feel like that energy is coming through in order for it to really be released. So if you find yourself going, into the cycle of the past, or things that didn't resonate with you, within this current energy, or maybe we're scared to take steps forward in some way, I feel like that energy is coming through in order to bring a balance to them, in order for them to be released. It's not so much that you're hanging on to that energy, you're allowing that energy to now come up in order to do the healing that is absolutely necessary for that energy, all right? Towards whatever situation or whatever the issue is that you're currently being presented with. But again, with that take off your mask, you're allowing yourself to be honest. You're allowing yourself to be open. You're allowing yourself to just not accept what isn't resonating with you. I love that energy. It's absolutely beautiful. And you're going towards what it is that you want, instead of hiding behind, perhaps fears, or perhaps the desire or wishes of other people. All right. So let's see what is coming in. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands energy. It's interesting because that Seven of Wands can sometimes present as defense. Okay, it also can sometimes present as like a competition in some way. That competition could be within you, it could be within other people. But because we're doing the healing, what I'm getting here is with that Seven of Wands is it's almost as though we're putting up a barrier within our own mindset. So even though we're recognizing the energy that's coming through that does need the healing, we're also not in that energy of accepting ourselves to go backwards. We understand that sometimes this energy is coming through, in order for it to be released, but it's not turning into another cycle where we get into a place of, self, basically beating up ourselves. All right. It's an energy of, here I am, I'm healing this energy. I do have some walls and I do have some barriers up, but it's basically because I'm not allowing myself to get trapped into old energy again. So I'm just going to give an example. Let's just say for relationships, for an example, let's say we get into this place of healing and we're allowing ourselves to heal that energy from the past. Okay, maybe it was bad relationships, or maybe again, we wore a mask, not revealing what it was that we truly wanted within a relationship. And now as we're doing that healing and coming into that alchemy of what it is that we do, that we are desiring, and what it is that we want to create, we may be putting up a barrier toward drama. All right. Like some other people might be trying to bring in drama. There might even be some energy of people saying, oh, you're not going to receive this. And you're like, nope, I'm actually doing the healing towards what it is that I want, what it is that I am desiring, what it is that I want to bring through. And that Seven of Wands energy is sort of that energy of like, I'm defending myself against this. I'm defending myself against getting into an old pattern. I'm going to allow myself to do the healing that is necessary in order to bring through my wish and my dreams. We also, yeah, see, look at that. Can't make this up, guys. You guys are walking away from things that aren't serving you. So you're recognizing it. You're recognizing what it is that you no longer want, or what it is that is no longer serving you, or, you know, whether this is your own behavior or the behavior of others or whatever mindset possibly. And you're putting up that defense so that you don't receive it anymore. You're clearing yourself. You're doing the healing. Once we do the healing towards something, we're not allowing it back in again. We've healed it up. We're not getting ourselves back into that energy of receiving it anymore. We've put up those barriers and we're doing the healing that is needed. And we have the moon. So there is a little bit of fear, okay? There is a little bit of fear that these energies are going to come back again. Okay? That is what I'm getting. But again, we're also recognizing and walking away from. I almost feel that this is more of a past energy of this moon. And this moon, with our fears that were coming through, it almost feels like our intuition, you know, to some degree. But, you know, it's in the same degree, it's not always the most positive energy. It just feels like a loss of our own power, being scared that we're going to lose our power, maybe perhaps within other people, maybe perhaps just within ourselves, maybe not sticking to our own ethics, our own morals in some way, not sticking to our own mindsets, like making a promise to ourselves and then breaking it in some manner. But again, with that Eight of Cups energy, we're starting to walk away from this moon energy where we're stuck in a pattern, or perhaps stuck in a place of not believing that our wishes can come true. All right. I feel like that moon is also coming through as an illumination of what it is that we do need to heal. And it's being illuminated, it's being shown in order for us to walk away, for us to let go of. And now we're putting up those barriers in order to begin the true healing of what it is that we are seeking. Within that take off your mask, we've got the Tower coming through. Wow, this is amazing energy. When that Tower comes through, this is a very strong change. It really represents, like, sometimes building a new foundation. It also can represent, or mostly what it does represent, I should say, is like a sudden change, a sudden, you know, something unexpectedly happening. This doesn't always need to be negative. A lot of people get scared when they see that Tower energy, because they get into this place of, oh my God, you know, something bad is going to happen. That could be where that moon energy is coming from too. All right. We're scared of that Tower moment. But now that we've done the healing, or we're doing the healing, or about to do the healing, we're also in this place that we can recognize that that Tower can sometimes be unexpected changes towards the positive. All right. It's unexpected changes of allowing, like, miracles to happen, or things that we didn't expect to come through. Maybe you were in a place of bad relationships, and all of a sudden, you know, somebody appears, or maybe somebody from the past appears that we thought it was done with. And, you know, they're suddenly in this place of, hey, you know, let's do this. Let's make this work, whatever it is. But you're allowing yourself to also not accept past energy. You're not allowing yourself to accept energy that is no longer yours, and that can bring that Tower moment. When we speak honestly and we speak clearly and we take off that mask and we allow that vulnerability to come through, it can lead to that Tower moment where we just have that unexpected realization, or that unexpected change within something. Sometimes relationships will drop away, but sometimes they may actually get stronger because of the fact that we spoke our truth and we spoke our honesty. All right. We were being honest from inside. We're now being able to allow ourselves to see the future in a clear and different light. Again, it's almost as though we're dropping the old issues, dropping the old situations, dropping the old habits, dropping, you know, old mindsets, and seeing a clearer and brighter future with that Three of Wands. And look at this Knight of Pentacles. I mentioned this in quite a few videos. The Knight of Pentacles is sort of sometimes one of my favorite cards. And the reason behind that is because the progress may be slow. Okay, sometimes it's painstakingly slow. Sometimes, you know, it can take its time. But here's the thing, is each step is solid, and each step is grounded. And each step we're taking an actual look at around ourselves before we take that step forward. So as we're doing that healing, allow that Knight of Pentacles to show you the next step. Sometimes he may stay stuck in a place for a little while, until that energy is completely healed, until that new step can come forth and bring us to that next level. It also talks about your guides and your spirits are with you, right? It talks about your higher self and your angels guiding you on this path. They're showing you the things in order for you to clear them and heal them and allow yourself that next step. It's allowing that pure alchemy to come in, that blending of the energies, allowing ourselves to be strong, allowing ourselves to come into our own power because of the fact that we're not rushing ahead. We're not sitting there and saying, yeah, I'm going to heal. I'm healed. Right? Like a lot of times, people will think, well, I'm healed, or I'm done, or I'm just, will make a statement, I'm never going to do this again, until that situation shows up, and then we end up doing it again, and we end up in this circle. What this Knight of Pentacles is allowing us to do is not only to go deep, but also recognizing why we did something in the first place, why something happened possibly in the first place. It's also allowing forgiveness. It's allowing ourselves to not only forgive ourselves, but others. And it's allowing us to take that next step forward, leaving that past truly behind us. Okay? Not getting into a place where we're going to bring that energy back. We've let it go. We're moving forward. We have the Hierophant. Oh my God, this is amazing energy. So this Hierophant, again, I do feel that for some of you, this could have to do with a relationship, bringing a pure alchemy into a possible relationship. When that Hierophant comes in, this also, it can talk about traditions. It can talk about a stronger sense of spirituality. It can talk about, groups, it can be a religious factor. So, take it as it resonates with you. But I do feel that for many of you, there is an alchemy coming in regards to relationships. It feels as though maybe you're ready to take that step into a more traditional relationship. Maybe you're ready to have faith that the things that you've really wanting and desiring are working out for you, that they're coming to that fruition, because that Hierophant can also talk about having faith, okay? Having faith within the universe, having faith within God, having faith within yourself, that you're creating what it is that you've been desiring, creating what it is that you've been longing for, allowing it to come true, allowing yourself to do the healing of the patterns, and again, the habits and the behaviors that we may have been hanging on to. And we're now allowing ourselves to be guided by spirit. I almost feel I'm actually hearing like living more in the now than in the past, or even in the future. You are just in a place of being balanced within yourself, allowing this faith to open up these new doors, allowing the universe to show you the next step behind what it is that you've been wanting on this journey. And look at that. Can't make that up, guys. Seriously, the sun coming through. You have worked hard, Aquarius. You either worked hard, or you're about to work hard, or you're going through the process at this time. Wherever you are in your current journey right now, know that at the end of it, it's all worth the work. When that sun comes through, it is the most positive card in the deck. Here's the interesting thing. One of the reasons why I feel that this may have to do with relationships is we also have the moon and we have the sun. The sun is that masculine energy. The moon is the feminine energy. We have both in your reading. This is, again, pure alchemy. You can't have one without the other. You can't have the sun without the moon. All right. These are both needed energies within this in order to balance out the situation in some way. I do feel that for many of you, this could have to do with a twin flame, a soulmate type of relationship. Again, take it as it resonates. It may not have to do with relationships at all, but there is that balancing of that energy, that alchemy within inside of you, bringing you to a further place within yourself. Again, it may even just be on a spiritual journey, but you're allowing yourself to take those steps forward with confidence and security. You're grounding yourself as you make this process. I love that energy. That is amazing and beautiful energy. And we have this King of Swords coming through. So this King of Swords is like the awareness, but he can also be very spiritual. Okay. Sometimes when I look at that King of Swords, he reminds me of Archangel Michael. And, he's got his swords. He cuts to the truth. He cuts away things that are, again, no longer needed. He has the awareness that he is being guided by spirit. He can be a very strong force. He doesn't allow drama. He doesn't allow unnecessary things to enter into his realm. He is a very steadfast king. He can also talk about sometimes that he's not being led by emotion, but he is being led by his heart, okay, which is different. Opening up our heart sometimes will allow what it is that is needed, but he also operates from the mind. So he's got that beautiful balance of that heart and that mind energy. He doesn't sit there and he doesn't stay in a place of, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings by standing up for himself. He doesn't care. No. You know what? If it's not good for him, he walks away from it. All right. He lets it go. He cuts through what is no longer necessary for him in order to make that next step, that next progress for his own healing, for his own balance of this energy. It's interesting because we not only have the sun and the moon, which talks about that perfect balance within the universe, but we also have that alchemy with that Hierophant. Again, perfect balance within the universe is what I'm feeling. And this is the energy that you're starting to draw through, Aquarius. So I feel like even though this healing journey may have been long, it may have been tiring, it may have been, difficult, obviously, through some times, what is coming through here is you're now getting into this place where you know that next step, your dreams, you're recognizing all of the things that you've been desiring are now at your fingertips. You can now start to truly create what it is that is going to bring you down that path to completion in some way. This is amazing and beautiful energy. I absolutely love it. So let's take a look at relationships and see what is coming through for you at this moment. So with relationships, we are going to be using the 3 of the Alice in Wonderland cards. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, by Lucy Cavendish, but we're also going to be using the Thelema Tarot. And remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and coworkers. Just take them as they resonate with you. They can also be a relationship within yourself. All right, let's see what's coming in here. All right, relationships for Aquarius. Curiouser and curiouser discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. Interesting energy. Okay, so for becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, and a fresh perspective. Yeah, you're taking a new look at things. I do feel with that curiouser and curiouser, it's interesting energy. I feel like the more that you're discovering yourself, the more you're looking into things. Again, you're becoming braver, you're becoming stronger, you're allowing yourself to take off that mask. You're not allowing yourself. There's a difference between being vulnerable and presenting, vulnerability. When you're being vulnerable, you're allowing yourself to open up to new experiences. Hey, you also recognize the fact that, not every experience may turn out, the way that we truly expect, but we're open to it. Vulnerability, okay, can sometimes be a little bit different. It basically is lowering our strength. It's taking away some of our power. We're not, when we're in a place of vulnerability, it's almost like a place of being naive. We're not being naive anymore. We're not, sitting there in a place of hoping that things are going to, happen the way that we want them to. We're now taking the steps towards presenting it by allowing ourselves to be vulnerable to new emotions, new energy that comes through, by being who it is that we are inside of ourselves, taking off that mask and looking at things in a fresh perspective. And it had changed in the night. You have changed quickly. So it's interesting because we also had that Knight of Pentacles energy. So it feels as though Yes, you may have changed quickly. It feels as though once you've learned that lesson, you're allowing yourself to drop it and move on. Like we had that Eight of Cups energy. So that Eight of Cups energy is like you're taking a look at what no longer serves you, you're dropping it and you're moving forward. It may take you a while to work through that energy, especially if there's things, from your past that continue to come through. Like for instance, let's say, in the past you've dated people that were non-committal, or maybe perhaps people that were not faithful, or maybe you ended up in third party situations a lot, or whatever it is, okay, perhaps abusive in some way. And it feels as though it's almost as though you're taking that energy, you're taking a look at the situation, you're taking a look at your own past, you're putting that forgiveness towards others and yourself, more importantly, in there as well, and saying, okay, I understand now why I did this, or why I created this pattern, or why I was stuck in this cycle, and I'm letting it go. And then boom, you're taking that next step and you're moving forward and you're creating that alchemy. That sun and that moon is still coming through, that balance within the energy. So it may take a while to get there. It may take a while to, completely clear out that energy. But once you've done so, you're now changed. It's like you're not accepting that again. You're not going back into that old pattern ever again. You've come into that strength of recognizing who it is that you truly are. So let's get some clarification. And I do feel that for some of you, when this comes to relationships, it feels as though you're now ready to head towards that true relationship. And again, if some of you are in relationships, you might be taking that relationship to a new level. You might even just be looking at it in a different manner in some way. You might be, again, taking off that mask, allowing yourself to be more vulnerable in some manner. But what I'm getting here is that for those of you that are single or seeking a relationship, whether it's one particular person or maybe perhaps, just open in general energy of wanting that relationship, as you're getting stronger, you're going to start seeing those true relationships really coming forward, even if it is somebody in particular that you've been, desiring or craving or, wanting to have within your life. I feel it's like you're now able to step forward and say, look, this is what I want. This is, I'm not accepting less, whatever it is. And you're going to start seeing those changes. It's going to be their choice whether they stay or they go, but you're going to be in a place where you're not broken. Okay, that's the word that I keep feeling. You're not broken. You're not going to go back into a pattern. You're not going to accept less than what it is that you deserve. You're not going to do things to try to just bring this person back in. You're not going to go against your own ethics or your own morals in some way in order to have this person in your life. You're now at this place of strength and you're like, okay, see ya, right? Or that energy could open up to where this person is recognizing that you're really coming into yourself and you aren't going to take anything less than what it is that you deserve, and you're allowing them to step up on their own. So again, take that as it resonates with you, but this is what I'm getting from that energy. Not only that, but we also have that sun and moon coming through, all right? And when we have that, we also have that masculine, feminine energy. That doesn't have to be male and female. Everybody has masculine, feminine energy within them, all right? And it's about balancing that out. For some of you, it may also represent that, that soul relationship or that soul mate type of energy coming in as well. Yeah, Page of Wands, you're ready for something new. You're ready for that next step. You're ready to start putting true passion into something. We have that Curiouser and Curiouser here. I'm probably not saying that right. But, discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. You're now just, this Page of Wands energy, you're ready to discover it. You're ready for this new adventure. You're ready to seek it out. Whatever it is. All right, you may have, maybe you had preconceived notions in regards to relationships before. And now that you're starting to open, you're starting to allow, this new perspective to come in. You're starting to allow yourself to see things in a different light that you didn't before. We also have, look at this, again, ending of cycles like we just talked about. We have this world coming in. Somebody also, sometimes when I see that card, it's like somebody is looking at you as though you are on top of the world, like you are on that pedestal. Somebody is looking very highly towards you. And as you're starting to accept your own energy, you're starting to accept your own, the positive and the negative, and you're bringing about all of this energy, you're balancing it together, you're going to start seeing where those cycles are ending again, as we talked about, because I feel like, you're letting go, of things that you don't need anymore. You're letting go of those cycles, you're moving forward, and I feel that somebody could be possibly looking at you in that different perspective. Again, you changed in the night, you be changed quite suddenly. And they're recognizing this in a more positive and beautiful way. And they may be stepping forward because of that energy. And we've got this Judgment card. Yeah, sometimes that Judgment card, again, can also talk about like soul relationships. It can even talk about like that twin flame energy. It is very much like that yin and yang. Okay, again, that balancing the sun and the moon. But it's also the day of reckoning. So you're looking at things in that place where, again, you're going to end cycles. You're looking at your own behavior, your own patterns. This is looking inside of ourselves and seeing who it is that we truly are and loving ourselves for it. It's also giving that ourselves that unconditional love. We're doing the forgiveness that is needed, and again, ending cycles in order to bring something new, something beautiful. I love, love, love this energy. I really do. Simply because of the fact that you're becoming stronger. You're becoming stronger within yourself. You're becoming stronger towards others. And other people are starting to recognize this. And it feels as though not only do they consciously see that difference, but they also consciously are looking at you and knowing that they cannot present you with anything less than what it is that you truly deserve. And this is going to, what I'm getting here is I feel somebody stepping up. It's like somebody stepping up. They're seeing you on this pedestal and they're going to make that step forward. And again, take that as it resonates for you. If you were wondering about a particular person or a particular relationship, I feel like this is a validation of it coming forward. All right. But stay within your energy and stay within your own true power. So let's get some closing messages from the universe and see what is coming through. So we're going to be using the Guardian Angel Tarot by Bradley Valentine. Just after I pick them all up and not scatter them everywhere. All right. For some reason, these don't want to shuffle as good as they just did. There we go. All right. Closing messages for Aquarius, November 20th to the 27th. Let's see what is coming through. I'm going to pull 2 cards. First card coming in, choose freedom. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but that's often just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities that you may act upon. Again, like this is the Devil card. So when this Devil card is coming in, it's like breaking old chains, breaking old thought patterns, breaking old obsessions that we once carried. All right. And this is letting go. Again, we have that World card coming in that was closing off of these energies. This is absolutely beautiful energy. I feel it's like, Spirit is saying to you, you don't need to get stuck into these patterns. Break away from those chains. Look at things in that new perspective and make those moves forward. And we also have successful completion. Oh, okay. So this would be the World card. I literally cannot make this up, guys. We just had this. It's a time of incredible accomplishment. You've justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights, and soon you'll begin a new journey. But for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. Amazing. All right. We've broken those cycles and we're moving forward. It like they said, it's time to bask in that joy. congratulate yourself. Recognize the fact that you've ended those cycles. You've created that balance that is needed. These things that you've been wanting and desiring and have been, trying to manifest are now on their way through. And it's time to really recognize them, have the faith and have the gratitude that, for all the work that you've done. Thanks, Spirit, for the help along the way. You're going to start seeing these changes, and this is what I'm truly getting within this energy for you, Aquarius. So I truly hope that this has helped. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please subscribe, please share my channel, please share the video. I thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. live on my channel, mini readings. I hope to see you there. Take care, many blessings, and have a great week.